Just wanted to make sure I'm in the frame real quick, you know what I'm saying? Because this really about to get head ass, nigga. I never really paid attention in class, but y'all gonna pay attention now. Because we're gonna actually be able to teach something with a little bit of sauce, with a little bit more flavor, a little bit more salt, a little bit more seasoning than how you probably would learn at school. So I appreciate every single one of y'all that's tuning in. Let's get straight to it. Class is in session, nigga. Now look, man, I had to bust out the trusty old whiteboard, you feel me? Got my little fucking tweak it, bro. My trusty little master tool to be able to point out the different things that I'm about to talk about in this video. And I want to let this be known. This is meant to be easily digestible, no matter the type of person that ends up on this video. I'm going to be able to break this down for you in a way to where you can actually take what I'm about to talk about and apply it directly to your life, no matter what type of person, what type of individual you are, no matter what type of background and walk of life you came from. Does not matter. I'm here to be able to teach y'all, help y'all grow, and y'all gonna be able to witness me do that along the way as well. But we're gonna dive straight into the first topic. In the first installation of the series of the fundamental laws of the universe is going to be about the law of love, right? Beta, what does this law state? What does this mean? What is the law of love? Why does this matter? The law of love, I'm gonna go ahead and write this down. Here I got it written down, and I had to go do the due diligence of not only grabbing the explanation I researched, as well as me actually putting it in English for people to understand, all right? And I'm not testing anybody's intelligence, but it's just what I realized will help generalize this information for everyone. But the law of love states that it is a concept that is the source of all things, right? The type of person I am, that wasn't enough for me. So clearly I had to do a whole bunch of researching and looking up and trying to connect dots and make things make sense for me. So if I had to do that, I know someone's out there that had to as well. Others that have really been in the game and already knows about this concept is like, you might not need more explanation, but I'm just about to break it down a little bit further. So my English definition of the law of love is it is a concept that is explained or shown as the deep appreciation of an experience. And to go break that down even further, let me ask you this. If you were to ask someone, what does love mean? Or why do you love somebody? What do you think their answer is going to be? A lot of times it has to do with because of the person that they are, because of the things that they do, because of maybe what they did. Already said that. But it all relates to something specifically about a person. I just lost my train of thought. Stick with me. I'm trying to make this as cohesive as possible for y'all. But anytime a person describes something that they love about a person, or why they love something, or what love means, it all has to do with the specific experience related to it. Love cannot be described with a singular word. Well, it can be described, but it can't be defined. Love tends to be something that's undefinable. It's something that's subjective to every person that walks this planet. You can't really define love in a specific way because then that puts it in a box, and it actually works against the law itself. So I'm gonna break that down a little bit later. And that's actually going to be part of another video, another in the same catalog of the series, but that'll be for another time. So to re-describe it, love, I'm gonna put this in English. Love is the deep appreciation of an experience, no matter it be a person, a place, or a thing. And so the law of love tends to have three different principles and characteristics that really bring it to life and allow it to be separate from all the other laws across the 7 that I'm going to discuss. The very first principle that describes the law of love is that it is the beginning and the ending to absolutely everything that is created. In order for God to create something, he had to first love its design. He had to appreciate its design. And through that, and through his magical ways, something is brought to life. And at the end of something, in order for it to die, it also has to love and appreciate its position of living already. And in order to let go, you have to first love the experience. Anytime you're attached to something, it's not because you love it, it's because you fear the loss of it. It's two completely different things. When you love something, you allow it to let go because you've already appreciated its existence. But the more you're attached to something, you want it to hold on. You want to hold on. You don't want it to go nowhere. You won't let it be free. You can't love something that's not liberated. That's a bar. But that is the first principle that helps describe the law of love. The second principle, which everyone can attest to this, anything that you've loved in life before always had one thing in common. That your love was unconditional. This one's a key factor right here. Anything in life that you appreciate it not, or true appreciation doesn't come from a deed, an ulterior motive. Everything that you truly love, whether it be an idea, a person, a family member, maybe a video game, maybe what you can attain with money, does not happen and is not a factor because of an ulterior motive. Dogs love us unconditionally, whether we feed them or not, crazy enough. And it's because that's how they're hardwired. And naturally, human beings are hardwired to work the same way because we have the mental faculties to do it. It's just that we can be creative enough to create reasons as to why we love something. The whole time you love your mama because you love your mama, bro. She can sit there and slap you with a belt 30 million times when you was 8 years old, and you still love her when you're 12. I'm not saying that's the case for absolutely everybody. Everyone has a different walk of life. I can respect all different type of things that people go through and the reasonings behind why they keep things away from them. Like I said, I'm making a lot of generalizations because this is going to be the most digestible for any type of audience. Anything that is created through love is unconditional. Bust out the extra lighting because camera got all wonky. But the final principle to the law of love that makes it come full circle, which I already kind of spoke on, was that love works mentally, not physically. Excuse the writing, had to do that weird angle. Like I said before, I'm busting this out now, just because I can. Love works mentally and not physically. You can't physically love someone. You can only love them up here before you do in person, or like before you do an action of love. A lot of people feel like their love languages or how they show love is by doing something, not because of it just being something that they have for someone. For some reason, a lot of times too in relationships, like you have to show affection in specific type of ways in order to prove that you love somebody. A lot of healthy relationships are all based upon the respect and appreciation of another person. Those are the healthy ones. The toxic ones y'all see it all the time. Birkin bags, stuff being done for someone else. If this ain't being done, if we don't hit this restaurant, he don't love me. If he not spamming me on my IG, he ain't doing this, he ain't doing that, he ain't loving me the right way. Niggas this, niggas that. Love works up here first. You can't you can't show actions of love that are genuine without having to feel it. You gotta feel it first. Feeling isn't really necessarily physical because everything is mental before it is physical. And that's a concept that I'm actually going to be able to relate to a lot of the other laws of the universe. But this one doesn't need too much explanation because, I mean, you can see it in every day, whether it be social media or whether it be your daily life. Love always begins with you feeling within the mind, damn, that was amazing. That was dope. Damn, that person was amazing. I really enjoyed my time with them. Excuse the sniffles, just got done from being sick. But a lot of the times, you got to make sure, in order to apply this law of the universe, you got to understand, key word, you have to understand that things are the way they are because they are. If someone isn't treating you right, that's just because that's the way it is. They don't appreciate you enough to be able to respect you, or respect kind of works both ways. You got to first respect someone in order to appreciate. In order to show appreciation, you have to respect someone. You know what I'm saying? So this can really get lost in the sauce, and people can tend to misconstrue what love really is. And no matter what, in order to apply love and to understand how this affects your everyday life, is that no matter what, love starts within the mind through appreciation of an experience. Through appreciating the experience, you build respect for the experience, and then you tend to love the feeling that the experience gives you. And so anything that you appreciate in this world, anything you show appreciation for, will tend to come full circle. And that's going to be a whole nother law. That's to do with the law, of correspondence. But that'll be a whole nother video. In order to evolve the most in your life, you got to love yourself. How do you love yourself? A lot of people show it in different ways, whether it be through self-care, whether it be through buying certain things, whether it be associating with certain people, whether it be just enjoying simple things like reading a book. But self-love is the most important love because that's where everything starts. When everything starts mentally, that means it starts within you first. And a hermetic principle that people always say is as within, so without. Anything that's within you will also be shown and projected in your visual reality. So you must first love yourself before you can love anything or anybody else. I'm pretty sure somewhere in the Bible, and I hear it all the time, God says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. And that just comes with respecting those which you do and do not understand. That is how you apply this law. You appreciate things for what they are, and you respect things for as they are. And that's when things will come full circle, and you'll start living in more love, and more love will come to you in many different ways. And that is the law of love. The first and most important law of the universe. And again, I appreciate every single one of y'all that made it this far, and those that maybe tuned in and tuned out. It's all good. It's going to be a journey to be able to showcase for y'all. And man, I actually had a little fun with this. Y'all going to be able to see it in little snippets. But yeah, this is going to be something I do once a week, at least until I must be like fucking ADHD or something. I don't even know. But this is going to be something I drop every week, if not every other week, to be able to have a serious and a consistent catalog of something that anyone can go back at any point in time to restudy, to be able to look through and remind themselves on how to operate within this world and manifest all forms of abundance in every aspect of life. And this just so happens to be the first law that's going to change your entire life, and to be able to help you move the right way, not the wrong. And again, it's been your boy Beat Up. I appreciate every single last one of y'all. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one, bro. I see y'all.